Hey, I'm Tristan. Welcome to Precision Rifle Reviews. I'm really happy to be bringing you yet another top-of-the-line quality March scope video review. This one is the 2.5 magnification to 25 maximum with a 52mm objective lens, reticle in the second focal plane. Now, if you don't know the difference between first and second focal plane, I would encourage you to go back and watch my video on that, because it is quite important when you're talking about a rifle scope. Okay, so as I just mentioned, this is a 2.5 to 25 maximum and minimum power range. It has a 30mm objective 30mm main tube body with a 52mm front objective lens. Now, what do you get in the box? These little caps that are currently on the scope are only its travel caps. You don't use those. You do get this one here, which I'm going to put on for the point of the video review and slide on, because it's very, very lovely. You've got your first stage, which just pops up like that, and then a second stage, which when you click it down, it will now remain perfectly straight and locked down. It's locked down. To unlock it, you just bring it back over and clip it around. The sunshade, which some of the high-end rifle scopes, would you believe, actually do sell this as an extra. March do not. It is included. So if I want to pop on the sunshade, we can just do that like that. And the dust covers for the front are exactly the same. As I mentioned, they're two position and they're very lovely embossed with the March logo, which I thought is really quite nice, because when you're spending you know, sort of a little fair bit of money on a high-end optic, you want that little bit extra. Some of the other inclusions you'll find in the box is a very high density microfiber March scopes embossed cleaning cloth, and I love the March scopes cleaning cloth. The 1.5mm Allen key, that is to undo your scope turret so you can slip your turrets. Now, I have done a video on zeroing off your turrets before, and I would encourage you to go back and watch that video. The owner's manual, the one thing I do love about March scopes, as you can see there, they do fantastic owner's manuals, and like, I'm talking fully color photo illustrated photographs, and all the you know, paraphernalia about the scope in there as well. This is an overview of the scope itself, and some of the information about the turrets, whether or not you're in MOA or Mill-rad. The particular one that we're looking at today is in Mill-rad. I will refer to them as mils for this video. For the people that know, mils are Mill-rad. They're not millimeters or anything else. Okay, there is a option of MOA, and as you can see there, if you have the MOA variant, just so we get it off the bat straight away, it will have 120 MOA of total elevation and 60 or 60 MOA of windage. So not and or, it does have 60 rads of MOA of windage. You get the warranty repair card, warranty form repair card if you should ever need it, and I highly doubt you ever will. And I think this one is really, really nice. I'm going to be using this as my cheat sheet as I go through and give you some of the specs, but this is like a birth certificate or an overview of your specific rifle scope. It has the serial number and all the details about it, and let's have a look as we go through. We already know the power range, that's 2.5 to 25 with the 52mm front objective lens, 30mm tube body, but the exit pupil diameter is from the low end 7.6mm to 2.8mm. The total length is just 338mm. So as you can see, for a 2.5 to 25, it is a very compact rifle scope. It really does look quite good. It weighs in at a very, very good 656 grams. Its click value is 0.1 milliradians per click. The total amount of elevation is 34 milliradians, mils, or 17 milliradians of windage is available. The eye relief is from 85 to 100 millimeters on the low end, and from 89 to 96 on the high end. You do have, as I spin it around, a side focus dial, which is a really good thing for a rifle scope which is going to be used in long distance, to have side focus, which has the ability to focus from 10 meters all the way out to infinity. The color is quite obviously black, and the reticle in this particular rifle scope name is MML. Okay, so now some of the facets and the details about the rifle scope. Let me take that scope cap off. Now, if you wear eyeglasses and you need to adjust your eye to the reticle, the way that is done is you quite simply screw this piece here out, and then this piece here, this ribbed part on the inside, is a locking ring. You then, once you get it to position where you like it, say you like it there, then you just back that one off and it will lock it into place. And I'm going to put that on there so it doesn't blow away. The power range, if I just dial that over, as you can see there, it's very, very well illustrated with the little dot. And there's the 2.5, the 3, 5 is in red, and I'm going to get to that. 10 is in red, give me time, all the way up to 20 and the 25. Now, in a rifle scope which has its reticle in the second focal plane, it will only be true milliradiance or true MOA at a certain power, where a first focal plane is true mils throughout the entire power range. Most scopes will only be true value at 20 at its maximum power. This particular one has 3 positions, 20, 10 and 5, as I just showed you. So those little red indicators show you at what point throughout the power range it is true mil value. Okay, now getting up to the turret. These are tactical turrets, so they really are very, very lovely. I'm not too sure if we're going to be able to have the camera listen to this if you come in nice and close, but as I dial this turret, it just sounds so good. Very, very tactile as you dial around. Each revolution has 10 milliradians, and you will see that it just stops at that point. That's because it has a 0 stop, and the 0 stop function, normally you have to take this whole thing off, undo cam locks, greasy fingers on the inside, all sorts of weird and wonderful things. Not so on a March scope. You actually just dial this 3 turns on this screw with a coin or a flat blade screwdriver, and it is set. It is that simple. It's like a 2-second job. It's so easy. I've actually made a video on that, and I would spend the money on any March rifle scope purely for that feature alone. That's not even going into the consideration that this rifle scope is handmade by a team of optical engineers. The company, Dion, is the parent company for March Scopes. They make not a lot of scopes per year, but the ones that they do make are absolutely as good as it gets. This scope started life as a solid billet block of aluminium or aluminum, depending on where you come from, and it is machined down to this shape. It really is top of the line. It's a team of optical engineers that build these rifle scopes. They are at the top of their game. Okay, so as we just dial around here, you can see the windage marks, and again, very, very tactile and direct feeling. As I click through each one, I can feel it. You can see my fingers just clicking as I go through. It really is top of the line rifle optics here. Now, that's going to effectively wrap up the review of the 2.5 to 25 scope. What I will do now, via the March Scopes smartphone adapter, there will be another video on this unit just of its own, but do be aware that there is a smartphone adapter that effectively you can get your smartphone, put it into your rifle smartphone adapter, and then screw this into your eyepiece. It does not matter what eyepiece you have, it will fit into all of them, and if you've got different size phones, there's other adapters in the box. I'm Tristan. I hope you enjoyed that review, guys. If you enjoy and find the information and products that I bring to you valuable, go ahead and give it a like for me. You can subscribe and share it around. It certainly helps us out, and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Okay, so here is the shooter's view of the very lovely MML reticle. As you can see, every direction, up and down, left and right, you have a half, 1 Mill-rad, 1.5 Mill-rad, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, and then the larger mark for the 5 Mill-rad indication of your witness markings there. We're currently sitting down on 2.5 power, and let's take a look at the power range. as I go 2.5 to 3 to 4 magnification, 5 magnification, which, as we spoke about, is true click values are at true value at that magnification, as is 10 and 20. Currently sitting at 6 now. 8 power, past 10 power, 12 power, 15, 20 power, which is true magnification. I'm just struggling to hold this, and up to 25 power there. So of course we're not going to want to, camera's not going to want to focus as I've backed all the way back out, but there we go. So 25 power. The view that you would get looking through this normally, not what you are watching on a downscaled social media platform, is significantly better, but it does give you an idea.